All right, we got to get to a winning number here for the Atlanta Hawks, plus also Shovels of Wisdom and what the College Football Playoff Committee will do tonight for the latest installment of the rankings. We'll get to that. I want to remind you guys to check out Locked On Falcons as well with my good buddy Aaron Freeman. Thanks for making that your first listen every single day. For your next listen, check out the Locked On Sports Today podcast, the biggest stories of the day, plus instant reactions, big game recaps, and the take of the day. It's available on the Odyssey app, YouTube, and wherever you get your podcasts. All right, the Atlanta Hawks last night with a big win on the road in Milwaukee, which of course is Algonquin for the good land. If you don't know that by now, shame on you. But anyway, they beat Milwaukee now twice in an 8-day span, which is pretty awesome. So now when you look at it big picture, they've beaten Milwaukee twice and Philadelphia once over the last 5 games. I always talk about how it is important for them to build on it going forward because they have some tough games coming up. That aside, something jumped out to me last night in the box score more than anything. And I'm starting to think that this is something, and I said this in the beginning of the year, that this individual would be key. But in the box score last night, first of all 5 starters were in double figures. And they got some really, really good contributions from Clint Capella and John Collins. Capella had a double-double at 19 and 10. Collins was 16 and 9. Really, really good. Deontay Murray, his usual self. He was 19, 8 and 5. Trae Young, 21 points, 9 assists. Still some bad shooting, 7 of 19, 2 of 5 from 3, a little bit better. But, maybe I should change that narrative too, by the way. And that narrative simply is if the Hawks can win with Trae Young shooting this badly, well, guess what? They're going to be tough to beat. So beyond that, I want to get to DeAndre Hunter, who led all scorers last night with 24 points, went 6 of 15 and 10 of 10 from the free throw line. And it's the 5th time this year that DeAndre Hunter has scored at least 17 points in a game. Hawks are 4-1 in those games. The only loss came to Utah in a high-scoring affair. Here's the thing, and I'm starting to realize this. I said before the year that, DeAndre Hunter coming into the year, was a guy who kind of averaged about 12 or 13 points per game in the shortened season of 2020, 2021, where he only played 23 games. He did average 15 points that game, but his 2 longer seasons where he played at least 50 games, 12.3 is his rookie year, 13.4 last year. And this year he's at 15.6. But I said we really want DeAndre Hunter around that high teen number, 17, 18, 19. And while 17 kind of seems kind of arbitrary, but I just figured it was like the bottom floor offensively of where you want him to be on a routine basis. Because when he is, the Hawks are that much better. And I went back and looked at this. In the 63 games he played his rookie year, he scored at least 17 points 15 times. In the 23 games he played in year 2, he scored 17 points 10 times. Last year in 53 games, he scored 17 points 16 times. Now we're 14 games in, okay? And he's already done it 5 times. So he's well on pace to get way above that if he stays healthy and plays north of 70 games. He will be at 17 way more than his career high of 15 times. That means the Hawks are going to win more games. It's that simple. Getting scoring from DeAndre Hunter along with his defense changes this team dramatically. Changes their offense, changes their defense, changes what they do, changes how teams play him, how they guard him, everything. And for a guy who just got paid, you'd like to see him convert that success into on-the-court successes, right? I mean, to me, if you can get DeAndre Hunter to be a 17, 18-point night guy, the rebounds and the assists I don't care about. Play good defense, give me 17 points a night. That changes things. So when Trae finally does get back to himself and he's shooting better than the 32% he's shooting right now, is that where he is? Let me just double check, but it's somewhere in that range. I know he's shooting below 30% from 3 at this point in time. 36%. I was close. No, wait, sorry. Where are we? 37%. He's shooting just 30% now from 3 after last night. So anyway, I say all that that when Trey does get back to normal and start shooting better, if you have another piece like Hunter, imagine what that's going to do between Hunter, Murray, and Trey. Now you have, you know, at the risk of making a bad comparison, Warriors like floor spacing and the ability to move the ball around and shoot from anywhere. You become increasingly hard to defend. And as great as Deontay Murray has been, to elevate the play of DeAndre Hunter means that this team gets to a whole nother stratosphere. It feels like that to me. It feels like if uh, DeAndre Hunter can be that 17, 18-point guy, that all of a sudden we start to hit a different level of where this team could go, especially offensively. And what you've seen maybe is last year might be the outlier. I have to go back and double check, but last year the Final Four teams that made the NBA Conference Finals they were top five defensive teams. Is that an anomaly? Probably not. But to see all four of them be top five, there's usually a team that can sneak in there that isn't great on defense. They're just super great offensively. Well, the Hawks don't have to be super great on defense if their offense scores at the level it did last year and beyond that. If they get another complementary piece like DeAndre Hunter to fulfill that role, then yeah, I think that is something that absolutely changes this team. So it'll be interesting to watch. I hope he gets there. I genuinely do. Let's see how it goes. The Hawks still have a couple of important games coming up against good opponents. We talked about this stretch. They'll host the Celtics coming up on Wednesday night at State Farm. So let's see how they bounce back there against one of the best in the East. All right. We got to get to Shovels of Wisdom here in the college football playoff rankings. First, a word from our friends at Built Bar Puffs. Guys, if you haven't tried Built Bar Puffs, you're just missing out. One of the tastiest, most delicious treats you can ever have. And here's the great part about it. Built has made all of this stuff healthy for you. But their new flavor, cookie dough chunk, is off the charts good. Real cookie dough chunks in it. It's covered in 100% real chocolate. It's only 160 calories. You get a whopping 15 grams of protein. It's chewy. It's delicious. It is amazing. These are the perfect snacks for in between meals, at the office, on the go, something late at night before you go to bed that you're hungry for, but you don't want to overload. Built Bar Puffs and the cookie dough chunk is perfect. Go to built.com. You can get a box for yourself, hide one away from the kids, put one in the office desk, wherever you need them. Leave a couple in the car. Built.com is the place to go. Use the promo code locked on 15 to get 15% off your first order. Again, built.com and the promo code locked on 15 to get 15% off your first order of Built Bars.